Hey guys, so tonight I'm doing things like a little bit backwards for me. I'm filming the makeup look that will come after my like part 2 of my Sephora haul. So I was going to like put on makeup, film my haul, take off the makeup, and then film with the makeup I had just hauled. And I was like, wait, why don't you just film with the makeup you're about to haul and then you can film that haul with that makeup on? So that was probably like a really long explanation that nobody really cared to know. But I forgot to wet my beauty blender thing, so I'll be right back. I'm back and I have my sponge nice and wet and dirty. I should really clean this. So if you saw the video before this, then you will have seen basically all of these products that I have gotten from Sephora over the past couple of weeks, but I did not get a primer or a foundation, so I'm just going to use the Farsali Skin Tune Blur, and then I'm going to use this Milani Screen Queen foundation. I just used this in another video, and I will link that up there, but I loved the way that made my skin look, so I want to try that with a bunch of this stuff that I think I'm really, really going to love. Okay, so I'm going to take just a little bit of this Farsali and rub that in. I'm not really sure what it is about this, but I actually really like the way that it makes my skin feel. So during the sale, I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter in the shade 3. I have it in the shade 2 as well, and it's actually almost like completely gone, but I thought I could probably go up just a slight shade, especially since it is about to be summer. So I'm just going to put some of this down. And then I think I'm just going to put my foundation right on top of it and just kind of blend it all together, because the foundation was really, really gorgeous. There is a very like natural finish to it, so I think this might make it just a little bit dewy, which I think I might like. I have the shade 220. It is a little bit light, I think, but it worked out fine before, so I'm not super worried about it. That just blended out so like smoothly. That was a little bit crazy. I feel like this foundation is just like another level when it comes to drugstore. So I've also gotten this Charlotte Tilbury under eye corrector, and this is the shade 1 Fair. I wish I had gotten the shade like 2 Light, I think. It's just a little bit peachier, and I think this is just like almost just like a concealer to me. So I'm just going to use a tiny bit of this and then a tiny bit of concealer and see how I like the little combination. This I hauled in my last Sephora haul, the part 1 to this, which I will link up there too, and it is the Pat McGrath's under eye setting powder in the shade medium. I had the shade Fair before this, and it was too white for me. So I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Concealer, and I had this before the sale started, but during the sale I got this shade, which is darker. This is the shade Cedar, and before I had the shade Birch, which is the lightest shade you can get, so I'm not sure what exactly I was thinking, but they do work out really well when I mix them together like this. So I'm going to go ahead and get my under eye powder ready and my under eye setting brush in there. I just feel like when I do this, my under eyes have no time to crease, and I just like the way they look overall better. Now that I have my under eye set, I'm going to go in with 2 cream bronzers. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty in Macchiato and the Tarte Breezy Cream Concealer. I always want to say concealer. The Breezy Cream Bronzer in Seashells, or I don't know if it's Seychelles or Seashells. I think I say that in every video I use this in. But I'm still trying to decide which one I like more, and I want to see if I like layering them on top of each other. So I'm going to go in with the Tarte one first. Like, I just love this so much. I don't know. I mean, I got a backup of it during the sale. Something about, I don't know what it is, but I think this might be beating the Fenty. I guess we'll see how they layer up. I always feel so much better once I have just a little bit of bronzer on. I feel like it just like brings that little bit of life back to your skin. I also just hauled this in that video. This is the Fresh Rose Petal Soft Lip Cream. I'm not sure what exactly I was expecting. I mean, it's literally called like a rose lip cream, but it smells so rosy. It feels really good on my lips, and the smell doesn't linger for too long, so it doesn't really bother me, but I just feel like a complete idiot for not even thinking, like, literally, if the name is called Rose Lip Treatment, whatever, and you didn't even think about it smelling like a freaking bouquet of roses. But now I'm going in with the Fenty bronzer in Macchiato. I don't know, I feel like they've layered like totally fine. I actually think that these two shades are pretty similar. I kind of want to swatch them and see. I swatched them in the Fenty video. I can link that too. If I actually link like any of these, it'll be a total miracle. But so this is Fenty and this is Tarte. So they're very similar shades. I love both of them. I'm not sure why, like Tarte is kind of like tugging at my heartstrings, but I do really, really love the formula of this. And I love that they have a mini. I wish that they would come out with minis of these, like the size of the blushes, but maybe at some point they will. What do I want to use next? Oh, so next I want to go in with the eyebrow products that I just got, and I'm so excited about them. I got the Patrick Ta Brow Shaping Wax in Clear, and I got the Milk Makeup Kush Triple Brow Pen. Guys, this is so cool. I don't even know if it'll like pick up on camera, but there are like 3 little head pieces to it. So I also grabbed the Patrick Ta Eyebrow Brush, which looks like this. So I'm going to brush my brows up first. Okay, so I have no idea how long this is going to take me, so probably just gonna do this one and then I'll hop off and do this one so it doesn't get to be like a 3-hour video. But I think the concept of it is really cool. I kind of need to know what I'm working with, huh? Oh, that's so cool. It's just like a... Okay, I've never used anything like this and I'm a little bit nervous, but I have high hopes for it. It's definitely adding a good color. I think I really like this. This is a very natural looking pen. I don't really care about like the tail of my brow being like, you know, having like the hair stroke, so I'm just kind of taking it on the side for that. I think I'm gonna leave it there, but I'm very impressed with how easy this was to kind of like get the hang of, like not like I'm a master at it, but I thought it was gonna be really hard to like manipulate like the ink, but it's really not. I think I'm really gonna like this. All right, let's go ahead and try this Patrick Ta brow wax. I just want to see like one brow done and one brow with nothing. So you take this and you spray it with your setting or facial mist or whatever. I'm using the Hourglass Veil that just came out, so I'm just gonna spray a little bit of this on there. Okay. The one thing with that though is like it gets so messy, like I just want to like clean it up. So I'm gonna let it just like sit there for just a second so it gets like, you know, softened a little bit, I guess. I actually might go ahead and set my face while I'm waiting for that. I don't think I want powder all in my brow wax. Doesn't sound like the best idea. I just used my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I did pick up a backup of that during the sale. So with my brush, I'm going to scrub in here and pick up some product. Okay, and work it up into my brows, I'm guessing. I mean, I've used like soap brows before, and I feel like this is very similar. For sure. Whoa. Can you see how crazy they would be if I just like left them completely standing up straight. Okay, I think I'm just going to do the kind of fluffy brow in the front. I think that's a very, very natural looking brow, and I really like it. So I'm going to jump off and do this brow real quick, and then I will be right back. So I just finished up my other brow, and I'm actually so happy with both of those. Like, they definitely give you a very natural, fluffy brow effect. And during the sale, I picked up the Natasha Denona All Neutral Viva palette. So I'm going to be my basic bitch self today and do something very, very basic with something in here. Probably some warm, mustardy, you know, the usual. So I have wanted this since it came out, and it just, like, being the neutral bitch that I am, all of these shades just call my name. I, like, couldn't even help but swatch some earlier, and oh my god, they're just, like, the silkiest, smoothest. Like, I thought this black right here was a shimmer just because of how insanely smooth it is. Like, are you kidding me right now? So, definitely gonna need to work with that black at some point. But let me get this all off of me before I'm wearing it. And yeah, I'm not doing a black thing today. I'm going to go in with this Tusk. It's kind of like a almost bone shade. And I'm just going to put that all over my eye. This shade has a lot of kick up. It's like all the way in the other shade now. Okay, now that we have just kind of that base down, I'm going to go in with my like everyday brown smudgy brush. And I think I want to go in with Prairie first, this shade here. And, you know, Natasha Denona is not a cheap brand at all. It is very, very expensive. And I don't know, the past couple of times I've gotten her palettes, I haven't had like any kind of like plastic mirror protector, nothing protecting the shades. Nothing protecting the mirror. It is a nice mirror, and it is nice packaging because it does go like completely flat, and you can pop out all of these shades, which I've done with a lot of my Natasha Denona palettes. I have just like one big book of some of my favorite shades, which I kind of made a mistake when I did that because I didn't like write down which shades were which, so I have absolutely no idea what any of them are. I'm gonna go in with this freckle shade right here. I just love the name of it, I think. Like, it's a really pretty brown, but I also just love the fact that it is called Freckle. You know, I do think that these shadows are beautiful and they blend so well, but to be completely honest, the e.l.f. palette that I used in, was it my last video? I'm not sure, but that e.l.f. palette I used, I think that video is already linked. It's from my like Target haul makeup video. That e.l.f. palette was really good. Let me see if I have it right around here. So I was just talking about putting together a face of half drugstore and half luxury. And honestly, looking at these two palettes, kind of just the warm side from this palette, but I feel like I might be able to get there with this one. I don't know. I'll have to look through some more stuff I have in my collection, but I definitely think that this is dupable. So next, I think I'm going to go in with this buff shade here. I'm literally just like bouncing back and forth between all of the warm shades, but they're building up pretty, so I'm not gonna complain. I think this would be such a gorgeous palette. Like, if you're a makeup artist and you do a lot of weddings, this right here would be absolutely stunning to have. I'm trying to decide how deep I want to take this. I might go into this Pasha shade right here and just get a couple little taps and go right on my outer corner. Okay, I think that is such a pretty nice neutral warm look, which is what I am best at. So I have that new Violet Voss palette with all like the gorgeous glitters and everything too, but I am going to try out the Kaja eyeliner stamp that I got, so I didn't want to have like glitter on my lids and make that like impossible to line up. So I think I'm just going to take this Shine color here on my finger and just put that basically on my entire lid. Alright, I think I'm going to take this Prairie shade right here and run that on my lower lash line. And then I will run and do the other eye real quick, and we can see what's up with the eyeliner stamp. And I'm really scared about it, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with the most basic eye look ever, and I love this so much. So let's see about this Kaja eye stamp. This is the actual stamp that comes in it. So it has a right side and a left side. The right side looks like that, and the left side looks like that. So you have a wing for both sides. All right, now I feel like there were directions in the box, and I don't think I kept the box, so we're just gonna wing this. Get it? Wing it. Okay, let's start off with the left eye. Is this my left eye? Yes, that's my left eye. I'm losing my mind. Alright, so this is what the stamp looks like here. And I remember something about wanting the bottom of this to meet up with your bottom lash line. So that's what we're going to aim for. I'm not sure it's going to happen, but we can try. Kinda. That's a very itty bitty wing for me. Alright, let's see how it goes trying to fill it in. Like, I feel like I could probably take that off really, like, easily without messing up too much makeup, but I feel like if I keep going in, like, again and again and again, nothing is going to get any better. So I'm going to go in with the liner that came with it. It is just the wing eyeliner pen, and I'm going to shake it up. So I'm just going to try to connect this. Okay, so I don't think I placed the wing very well, but I think this is what I really don't like. So I think on this side, I'm going to try to go in with my Tarte eyeliner and see if that makes a difference, but I'm going to try to finish just drawing a line with this one. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's the wing that I don't like. It's definitely this eyeliner. So let's give the other eye a try and see if it's any easier with a different liner. Right, now that I have my Tartist, let's go in with the right stamp. And since I'm left-handed, I feel like this one is going to be more difficult for me. Yeah, for sure. Oh god. Or not. I feel like that one just went on so much easier. Okay, let's try filling this side in now. This is like stressing me out. Okay, so I know that you like can't see what I'm doing when my hand is in the way, but I don't know how to prevent that right now. So I feel like that just went a lot smoother than this side. Like this does not look good. So I might try to, no, I'm not going to try to fix it because that'll just mess it up even more, and then both sides will get thicker and thicker and thicker, and it will be that whole deal. So let me finish lining this eye real quick. Alright, for some reason I feel like that one just worked out so much better than this one, but I mean, once I have mascara on, no one will be able to tell the difference, but I definitely think you're buying the set for like the actual stamp and not the liner that comes with it. But like, I don't know if it's necessarily easier than just drawing the wing yourself, to be completely honest, especially when it's this small. Like if it was like a nice like full wing, I think I would get it more. I don't know, I think I'll have to play around with that more to really know my feelings on it. But I'm gonna throw on some mascara, and then I have a couple more things to try out with y'all, and then we will be all done. So I will be right back again. Alright, so mascara is on, and honestly I actually think I really like this little wing thing, just because I think it's the perfect like everyday wing. And I know a bunch of people are like really terrified to even try like winging out their eyeliner, and you should not be, because once you like attempt it enough, it really does get so much easier. So I do think it's a super cool product. I think this eye turned out a little bit better, but you really cannot tell once I have mascara on, and I'm happy with it. So, all right, I think I'm going to go in with one of my Affinity cream bronzers, and this is in Petal Poppin'. Eventually, I'm going to top it with my Natasha Denona Mini Bloom blush, but I just want a little bit of this really pretty pinky color. I feel like that just brings your entire face to life. Like, I didn't wear blush for a while, like right after high school, and I don't know what I was thinking. I do really love the formula of these cream blushes. They go on top of powder completely fine, and I really appreciate that because I like to kind of set my face down before I put blush on, so that is definitely a plus. So now for a powder bronzer, I'm going to go in with the NARS Limited Edition Laguna Collection Bronzer in Paradise Found. I think I got this before the actual sale. I have a whole video on it, and I will link that right up there because it is quite the fun time. But now that all of the gold shimmer is off, I just want to get a little more use out of it. So let's see. What in the hell? That was so strange. Okay, so I definitely already powdered my face, but I'm gonna go in with a little bit more since that like just stuck to my face so weird. Okay, so a little more powder. I'm gonna literally give this bronzer one more shot, and if it does not work, I'm done. I'm gonna use a different brush and everything. I mean, that's a little better, but it's not like anything special. I don't know. This bronzer, like, y'all know how much I love my bronzer, but this just doesn't do much for me. Okay, I'm gonna go in with my Kosas bronzer now in the shade Medium and just put on a bronzer that I actually like. I just love how this one looks on my skin. Alright, I think that looks a little better with that Kosas bronzer on top. I really do just love the finish that gives your skin. So now I'm going to grab the Natasha Denona Mini Bloom highlighting blush, and I'm going to take that same brush I was just using for the Kosas bronzer and just kind of top that cream bronzer just a little. I love the combination of that Kosas bronzer with that Natasha Denona blush. I think it's gorgeous. And then for highlighter, of course, I have to go in with my Hourglass Metallic Strobe Lighting Palette, this beauty here. I'm going to grab my Real Techniques setting brush and just literally go back and forth and throw that on the tops of my cheeks. This just like makes me happy. I actually meant to not go crazy with this because I've also grabbed the Guerlain Meteorites in 3 medium. I actually think this is something I put in one of my purchase or pass videos, and I said I had no intention of getting them. Well, I did. So this is what they look like. They have one other shade of these, but as different as they look in the containers, they look very similar on my face. So I'm just going to take my brush in here and just kind of swirl that on my cheeks. I do think it's a really gorgeous finishing powder, but you don't need more than one of them, and I was pretty stupid to get another knowing that, you know, it couldn't be all that different. I'm still waiting for the like bronzer version of these to come out. I think that is going to be amazing, but for a finishing powder, I mean, how different could it have actually been? It is gorgeous and stunning and, you know, a really pretty like finishing touch, but I didn't need it. Now let's go in with the Hourglass Soft Focus Setting Spray. I'm super excited to try this. It says to shake well and hold 10 inches from face, close eyes, firmly press pump to release a generous mist over makeup, allow formula to dry before opening eyes. shake it well. So the spray is like, I don't know if you can see how light it is, but it feels so good. Okay, now I'm keeping my eyes closed while it dries. Whoa. I've got some major dew going between the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, the Guerlain Meteorites Finishing Powder, the Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder, and the setting spray. I am like glowing like crazy. Might take my powder brush and just tap that down a little. Okay. Yeah, much better. So for my lips, I just want them to look like really hydrated and juicy. That's kind of why I wanted to put that fresh treatment on first. So I originally grabbed the Fire shade of the Tower 28 lip gloss, but this just came in my final package today, and this is the Chill. It is just like the crystal clear lip gloss, and I cannot wait to put this on my lips. I haven't done it all day, just waiting for this. So hydrating. It honestly feels like a lip oil in my opinion. I love this so much, and it just gives you such a like kissable lip. So let's get this thing out of my hair again. Okay, I tried to shake the hair out a little bit, and now it's just a little bit crazy. So I don't really care. It's all good. I love this makeup look. I think it looks just like the past like 10 looks that I've done on here, but it's just that like everyday natural, not even natural, just like the everyday kind of glam, neutral eye, warm toned bitch, dewy skin, bronzer whore. That is me. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I will catch you in the next video. I hope you are having a great day, night, evening, weekend, whatever it is, wherever you are, and yeah, have a good one.